let me give you a few stories here. Story number one, Elisha Long, a student at Bowling Green, said white males wearing Trump shirts threw rocks at her and yelled racial slurs. The alleged incident sparked rage on the campus, and the university hosted a town hall. Turns out, Elisha just made that up. This one, December 21st, 2016. Female Muslim student, University of Michigan, said a white man attacked her and threatened to burn her hijab. Shut up. What about all those people who are looking for hijabs? Lots of people are jobless right now. After the incident, the Michigan chapter of the Council of American Islamic Relations, otherwise known as CARE, who also has some pretty nice style, CARE called the incident to be investigated as a hate crime, saying the alleged attack is just the latest anti-Muslim incident reported since the election of Donald Trump. The only problem is she made it up. A reporter for The Intercept, Juan Thompson, was convicted and sentenced to 60 months in prison, probably because his last name was Thompson. If he would have just gone with Juan, he might have gotten away with it. He was convicted and sentenced to 60 months in prison after he admitted threatening Jewish community centers, making hoax bomb threats, which were initially blamed on Trump supporters. Thompson's threats were attempts to harass an ex-girlfriend. By the way, he got 60 months. It had nothing to do with Trump. March 2017, female University of Michigan student Haley Bass reported to police that a Trump supporter attacked and slashed her face with a safety pin. I am imagining a very small Frenchman with a safety pin like a rapier, and he's like, I put a little Z. You'd have to use a microscope to see it, but the little Z made with a little rapier sharp safety pin. Apparently, that's not what happened. It wasn't a Trump supporter. It was her. November 2017. Black man's car vandalized with racist messages. Incident happened near Kansas State University. Classes were canceled. The kids were so upset. They're like, how can this happen? I know white people, and the white people that I know are not like this, but it seems like we're surrounded by white people who just want to put Nazi symbols on a black man's car, which doesn't really work in today's world the way it would if it was a Jew, but let's not think about it. I just closed class. So they did. Apparently, turns out, the black man who owned the car did it himself. Dontarius Williams. Hello, I am Dontarius. Maybe Dontarius is the one with a little rapier, a little bit of safety pin. He admitted to police that he did it himself. Police did not charge him. Goucher College, November 2018. Students demand social justice training and safe spaces. When racist, Nazi, and Klan graffiti was found inside buildings and dorms on campus, Trump supporters have been blamed. One student said, I've seen white supremacy be tolerated, but now, not anymore. Students are angry. White supremacists are getting pretty bold now with Donald Trump as president. We're to the point where we can't wait for the administration or Baltimore County Police. We've got to act. Yeah, good thing you didn't, because it turns out a black student named Flynn Arthur was responsible. 2018, September. A black woman in Long Island said four teenage Trump supporters confronted her and told her she didn't belong here anymore. Go home. She found her tire car slashed with a note that said, go home. Turns out she made up the story. December, Muslim woman said 3 white Trump supporters attacked her on the New York subway, tried to rip off her hijab, not to be taken and burned or anything like that, just taken. Turns out she lied. Council American Relations and Muslims, under tremendous psychological stress and pressure, said that's what causes incidents like this to happen, is the Muslims are under just emotional pressure. Because there are so many stories like this that are out there that are completely not real. December 2016, Trump supporters blamed for anti-Semitic Klan and Nazi graffiti. How about this one? Muslim student at the University of Louisiana said 2 white racist Trump supporters assaulted and robbed her. Made it up. 1 week before the election, black church in Mississippi burned in an apparent arson attack. Vote Trump was also written on the building. Turns out the man responsible was a disgruntled church worker. How about this one? Days after the Pittsburgh synagogue massacre, Trump supporters were blamed for the Nazi graffiti inside the synagogue of Brooklyn. Yep. Oh no, this can't be. Turns out, this was his job at the church? Turns out he was a gay black man who had worked with the city council on an initiative to fight hate crimes. I think he also worked at the church, and he played the organ. Make up your own jokes. And this one, Heil Trump, swastika and anti-gay slur graffiti on a church in Indiana. Turns out, parishioner, gay. So, where is the fake news again?